Hello, I got asked a great question. Somebody said, hey, Heather, tips on how to maintain your weight during this whole pandemic thing. Now, when most people are looking for what I would consider more their lifelong maintenance calories, meaning they're at goal, they're not planning on dieting for a while, it's normally a 4 to 6 week process. But under these current situations, let's just say you've been struggling the first 3 weeks, you want to level off, maintain, stop the kind of out of control eating that might have been occurring or drinking. What we want to do is do more of a vacation or temporary maintenance break type style. So let's just say that before all this happened, you were dieting and eating 1,600 calories and weight loss was happening. And then all of a sudden this happened and you just go, screw it, not tracking, eating whatever I want. Maybe the scale's been bumping up, right? What we want to do is go find 3 online calorie calculators, unless you already know this information. If you wear something like a Fitbit or some kind of a activity tracker, a lot of times they will give you a projected calorie burn for the day based on your movements. But basically either use 3 online calculators and get the average of your maintenance calories. So for instance, the Diet Fix, the book I like by Dr. Yanni Friedhoff, he actually has a calorie calculator on his site. So that would be one, right? You would put in all your information, you'd put you want to maintain your weight. It's going to give you a number. So let's just say calculator 1 gives you 2,000. Calculator 2 gives you 2,151. Calculator 3 gives you 2,240. You would take those 3 numbers, add them up, divide by 3. If you wear a device and you go back through the history and it's showing that maybe you're burning somewhere around 2,300 calories, you could just go with that number. And what you would do is there's 2 approaches. Approach 1 is a slower bump up method. But again, if you've been overeating, you don't really need to use this method. This is for somebody who's more coming from, I'm consistently at my deficit calories and I'm scared to go to maintenance calories, and that's a slower bump up. So if you're at 16, the slower bump up might be week 1, you stay at 1,800. The next week you might go up to 2,000, and then the next week you might polish it off, right? So it's like a 3-week progression. Then the other option, which is probably where most of you are going to be, is, all right, I did those 3 online calculators, Heather. My number is 2,100. Great. Let's go ahead, set your food log for 2,100 and attempt to eat at that through the day. The easiest way to do this is eat what you were normally eating on your diet, so 1,600 if you have that food available to you, and then add in something to each meal or add in like an additional snack to the day. But you don't want to go, oh, I got 2,100 calories to play with. Bring on the Doritos and the cupcakes. Because the different food composition will react differently in your body. And so an easy way to find your maintenance calories is to keep your eating fairly consistent to what you were doing in a diet, but adding in the additional calories to those already existing meals. So I pretty much eat the same kind of foods every day. I have a protein pancake for breakfast, huge salad for lunch, Jell-O yogurt bowl for a treat. I'll have dinner with some kind of protein and vegetables. And then I normally have a protein smoothie with some kind of cereal at night. So if I'm looking to go, which is what I've been doing, looking to go from deficit to maintenance, what I would do is just add a little something into each meal, maybe some sour cream on my salad, maybe some peanut butter on my protein pancake, little things through the day to beef those calories up. Now, long term, to know if those are actually your maintenance calories, you would want to be tracking your weight in a graph format and make sure that you are leveling out. So that can take time. So if, let's just say we're in quarantine for another 3-4 weeks, if you did this process now, you bump up to maintenance calories, you track, you add food into what you would normally have been eating. If you track your weight in something like a Happy Scale app or a Libra, which is for people who do not have iPhone, you could, over the course of that 4 weeks, verify if the number you think is your maintenance is actually your maintenance. Because what will happen is your line won't shoot up, it won't shoot down, it'll basically flatline. And that's what we're looking for. So on Happy Scale, you won't see green, you won't see red, you'll just see a solid blue kind of flat line. And I don't know what that would look like on Libra, so I can't say that because I don't use it. But that's what we would be focusing on. So step 1, find your maintenance calories. Step 2, if you've been overeating or binging or grazing continuously and not tracking, just go to maintenance calories. If you have been fighting through this to stay in a deficit and you're like, I can't do this anymore, Heather, I've got to go to maintenance, you could gently bump up, or you could go straight to maintenance. That's totally your prerogative. Over the next several weeks, track your weight in something that will graph it out for you so you can see if that is actually your maintenance calories. The beautiful thing about right now is eating out, unless you're ordering food in, eating out is not a problem. And that can be a real problem with finding maintenance calories because food outside the home is much harder to gauge. So the fact that we're all kind of stuck inside eating our own cooking actually helps people find their maintenance calories a lot easier because the food is more controlled. So that actually works in our favor. I hope this helps maintenance during the pandemic. If you need more assistance with this, please leave me a question below. Please like and subscribe and share these videos with anybody who could use some help. Right now, I know everyone could use some help. You guys take care. I'll talk to you soon.